Hello, YouTube! I am Pinstar, and this is City Skylines Strategy and Tactics episode 52. So when we last left our very rapidly developing city here, we had laid out the framework for our new industrial/office zone here, and see if we can't get ourselves a nice little patch of industry, well, starting with the oil industry and then going onwards from there. And then some complementary office space, because that's what the people are wanting. Now, that being said, off camera here, I did the little pedestrian bridges, because you guys have seen these things a zillion times here, so they're pretty standard. But I did notice something, and a flaw with my build here, and that is that this right now, this whole section is just connected by this little crudely made roundabout and these two highways. And it's great if people from this half of the city want to get in there. Not so great for outside connections. There are likely trucks that want to come in and possibly import stuff by vehicle. I mean, granted, I want the port here to be the primary means of importing and exporting, but yeah. The other thing I thought of in terms of keeping truck traffic out of this roundabout, because I could see this thing getting clogged, is making some bailout roads here for the for this thing. So now this road is, yeah, it's one way going downwards here, so it's meant to flow like this. It's meant to flow clockwise, but if we give people a way to get back into the zone after going through here without having to go around the roundabout and go around this thing potentially, that will be much more efficient. And since the especially when it comes to imports, you get a big ship in here, you get a bunch of imported trucks, they're going to start bailing out into here so they can start making their deliveries. And that is ideally what we want to happen. We don't want them messing around in this little loop-de-loop over here, just to sort of keep traffic under control. But the problem of having another direction going into and out of the zone still stands, so let us try to correct that. I'm not going to go for full highway connections going the other direction here, just because I don't think the volume is going to be quite as high. So what we want to do here is, oh yeah, you're already going in here, so you need to plug into here. So if we do something like that, and then something like that, and then let's do a little loop-de-loop here, and like so. Okay. Now, yeah, that should get, that way they have a way. Wait a minute. This. Oh, wait. I've got to reverse the polarity. Hey. Boop, 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 boop. So now this way has a way to get on. Now, as far as a way to get back off, I don't want trucks going all the way down here. Wow, yeah, we gotta get some way to bleed this off here. So that, okay, we're back. Sorry about that. Alright, so yeah, we definitely need to get a way for them to go back home without having to plug this whole area up. So my thought is, it's going to be kind of tough here, but if we could plug you back into... Actually, if we could somehow plug this into this, it would give them a way to get back out of there. So let's try that. It's going to be ambitious here. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? That actually worked. That actually worked. Oh, and here I thought I was going to have to go to a chipmunk segment, but that worked. Well, it worked physically. We'll see if it works from a traffic flow perspective. This is kind of a weird intersection for a highway, but I'll take it for now. All right, so we've got the directional considerations taken care of. We've got those paths mapped out. Let's get some cross-path cross-pollination here. And actually, this is kind of ripe for crosswalking here. So I'm going to want to have a nice big long raised pathway up here, just a big strip, and we can have it dive under, maybe. Wait a minute, that was already raised up. All right, let's try this again. All right, ground level, raise it up 1. Good. Go here, dive under 1, go back up, and then, yeah, we just bring it all the way up here. Nice big long spinal column of skyway pathing all the way down over here. There we go. And now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to clip all of these little side paths here, and including these developed ones. And have them go skyward. Yeah, I know, we're going to do a little bit of destruction here when we do this, but that's okay. They'll rebuild, they'll rebuild. Oopsies. Oops. That's not what I want to do. So I figure you get enough connections going on here, you'll get a lot of people using the Skyway. And that's people that are not going to be using the roads to try and go around and get there. Because I don't want anyone from these zones to hop in their car. You know, if they're coming from over here, I want them to hop on the train. Because I'm going to make sure the train station has that. If they're over here, I want them to hop on either the train or do take a pathway. Okay, we're done. Alright, so we got that nice little Skyway spinal column set up here. Let's see, next up on our to-do list is our trains over here. Yes, the Aqua Train. Now, I think what I'm going to do with the Aqua Train here, just because the stops are they don't, I want to make sure it's flowing the way I want it to flow. So we're going to have an Aqua Train stop here, add a stop here, stop back here, finish the line. That should do nicely. Let me change you back to the Aqua Train, since this is yeah, I should get out of that. Color Aqua. Yeah, because this is a route, like this Aqua Train's probably going to be my most used train line in the, well, game really, in the entire city. At least that's what I'm anticipating. All right, yeah, we'll get you here. We will get you. Yeah, that's the one right there. And what side do we want? Do it over on this side. That should be okay. And once again, just so we don't have congestion problems with the metro lines, I'm going to just keep this one isolated. So that's something we don't really see, and actually, quite frankly, I haven't gone back to see if this is a problem elsewhere. But I mean, the game models these metro lines, and if you have too many trying to go through too small of a place, they're going to get jammed up just as bad as my trains do. I just happen to be able to see my trains a little bit more effectively, so yeah. So keeping these things isolated, they're not going to jam up too badly. because when they're entering the same station, even if you have two cars going different directions, they're on different sides of the track, so they're not going to get into each other's way as they pick up and drop off passengers. And you get a lot of very quick turnaround time, so people aren't waiting too long. All right, so let's see here. Yeah, let's. I think that's everything besides zoning. So up, as previously stated, up north is going to be all dirty industry, starting off with the oil specialization, and then once the oil reserves are officially depleted, transitioning over to just generics. I don't think that. Well, do I want commercial zones here? I mean, I could if I really wanted to. They're not going to really enjoy them that much, though. But it is going to be a high traffic area, so I could do that. they won't have to worry about delivery times from for their goods. So yeah, and you know, thematically they fit. Oh, that's the other thing I need to do before we break ground here officially. Is get these lines going here. This is going to be a little weird with all this. There's a lot of terrain shifting going on here. Here we go, and then I should be able to ground myself. Yeah, it's perfect. Hooks right up to the metro station and to the train station. I'm going to do the same on this side, just to give people a way to get there. Alright, it's going to stomp on a few extra. Actually, I don't like that. That's going to bother me. You should only stomp on a single line of zones. That is how I designed this, to minimize the loss of zonage. Yeah, so it stomps on two here, but those are single tile ones. And then down here, you come on down and hook you up to the natural walkway there. Hook you up to there, and we should be golden. All right, back to zoning. Grab our office tool here. It's been a while since we've done offices, and since they're going to be next door neighbors with our newly developing residential zone, the residential zone's probably going to appreciate that we didn't make this a double industrial. Yeah. All right, and last but not least, we already zoned this place, and there's no other industrial zones here, so we might as well just make all of the Rikti War Zone an oil field, so that those oil, industries up there will develop into oil. All right, they're yelling at me about water, and rightfully so. I'm hopeful. This is the first time I've done a Doubletree, like built the entire thing before turning on turning the whole thing on. Oh, that's the other thing I want to do. Now, since I have another isolated area of polluted area that I'm resigned to making a polluted area, I can throw down some garbage services, and no one's really going to get too upset about that. Actually, why don't we put you? Well, we don't want you going into there. That would work, ish. I wonder why that one sliver of of road is not covered. That's weird. I'll put you up here. All right, then you'll cover the whole zone. All right, fair enough. We'll put. We'll do two here. I'm feeling good. All right. And then of course can't forget our services. I don't think they're going to want the healthcare, either of these places. So we're just going to stick with the basics here. Fire department, police station. I do think there people do keel over in office areas, so we'll get the area covered there. And then I am placing these on the right sides, right? Good. Good, good, good. Wanted to make sure I was going in the right direction here. That, like that, and some back there. Maybe throw down a clinic for the offices. They might enjoy that a bit more. Okay. All right. We should be good here. Oh, we have a thunderstorm rolling in here, so I'm going to save. Okay, we're back. All right, let us unpause and let's see how this area reacts to. Oh yeah, power. There's that. Will they naturally outreach it? Would be nice. Kind of asking a bit, asking a lot for it, for that, but yeah. You could always just go right down the middle here. Yes, no, maybe so? No. Oop. Oh, why can't the roads carry the thing? That's the one thing that SimCity has over this game. Well, you know what? We don't want the commercial zones developing here too early. So here. There. It'll stomp on that for the time being, and then once the area gets linked up, then everyone should be hunky-dory. Alright. Got some offices taking advantage. I'm guessing a lot of this pent-up demand was for offices, not necessarily strictly for the oil. Are you guys gonna link up? Actually, this thing will start generating power locally the moment they start getting some trash in. Since they, yeah. All right, let's kick you into high speed here and watch the region develop. We still have this residential zone wide open, so as this creates more jobs and more residential demand, it will get filled instantly. So let's keep an eye on this. This is looking problematic still, because this is one heck of a logjam right here. Where are you guys going? You're going where you're not supposed to be going. I might even want to turn this into a light, just to get this flowing a little bit smoother. Let's experiment with that. Let's experiment. Will this even make traffic lights? Yeah, it makes traffic lights. Alright, light turns. They're still doing it all single file, which is not conducive to using lights. Alright, let me turn it back. Let me turn it back. You guys obviously don't want the light. Yeah, it's just these guys from this lane wanting to go in that lane. Let me wait for, and then this merge up here is not is a little bit too close for comfort. Here comes all the garbage trucks from from over there. That's part of our problem here. And the rest of it's flowing okay. It's just this section's kind of a pain point. And it's because this car is just blocking the line here. I wonder actually, instead of going to a 5-line one, if shrinking it down would actually accomplish our goals. Let's try that. Let's just see what that does to traffic and their lane selection. Yeah, this just right here is just it's too many lines of cars trying to converge here. All right, let's try something different. Let's put you. Well, we'll go back to the highway here, but we will put you. Is this area naturally connected yet? It is. All right, good. We can get rid of these stupid power lines. There. Okay. Let's go back to this, back to our highway tool, and we'll plug you in up here. Let's see what that does. That way, this has plenty of room. This has some room. It's still creating a little bit of a backup over here. All right, let's try something else here. Let's take you single road here. There. Yeah, it creates a traffic light here, but let's see how these guys flow. Where are these guys going anyway? They're going on the highway. Why are they going on the highway? Well, it's working a little bit better, just a little. All right. Well, let's let that cook for a little bit and see what develops over here. All right, we got our oil industries rocking. Again, they're probably not going to last that long. I don't have any of those longevity mods in terms of the resources, the depletable resources going away sooner. But they do provide jobs for more educated workers, which is always good. And we got the cargo harbor doing its thing. I am curious to see how this area looks once it gets itself fully developed, and more importantly, once the area gets brimming with trucks, if they're going to properly utilize this, or if they're going to try and ship everything by truck down the highway. I hope that's not the case, but we shall see. Alright, still slow. Yeah, now let's follow one of these things. Going to Home Improvement Center. So they want to go, they just want to go shopping. And for some reason, owner, Aero Designs is way the heck over here. Oh, you must have been making multiple deliveries. That's why. That's why you're trying to come in here. I was about to say, mass transit should be enough. Not a lot of people here, but not a lot of places here either. And how's our spine doing in terms of walkers? Sparse. But again, so is the zone, so we're still sparse. We could do a bypass. We could do a straight into a commercial zone bypass here. That might relieve some of the pressure. It's gonna look ugly as heck, but it might actually work. Yes, no, maybe so. Actually, we could just plug you into that. Why don't I? Beautiful. So this is becoming less and less of a roundabout proper, but yeah, these guys can get across. Yep, there's someone taking the bypass. And they can get back on the highway here if they want to. And then they can get back on the highway going up this way too if they want to. So we'll see. Actually, yeah, we're getting some use of the bypass, and it's not conflicting too much with this one. So I'll take it. I'll take it. What is... Oh. Actually built a road here. Oops. Whoops. Alright, we're starting to stink up the place. Sewage. 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 Alright. More turd pipes. And more water pipes. Clean goes in, dirty goes out. Everybody wins. Except whoever's downstream. They don't win. They really don't win. That should take care of the situation. Yep. Alright, excellent. Oop, we got a full cemetery here, so let's start emptying that one. I usually scan for those at the beginning of episodes off camera, but I just noticed it. Alright. Oop, we got a death wave incoming by the looks of it. What's our budget looking like? Oh, we're already on max death wave watch, and I might just keep it there, just so we can absorb death waves. As much as it bothers me to do that, we're not hurting for money. Although we are back down, we are under the million mark, because we've been doing a lot of spending. A lot of spending. And yeah, these right here will these actually might be decent residential zones. Actually, these guys should all be commercials, now that I'm looking at it. If we want a proper commercial core here. And I would include this little patch here, this little patch here, this little patch here. This patch over here can be residential. There we go. That should do nicely. Besides, more commercial is what people are actually apparently wanting. And industrial. Yep, our oil fields are a tappin'. Refined oil company. Still having some worker shortages, but they should be able to grab people from over here. No problem here. So yeah, looks like our Doubletree here is growing nicely. We'll have to see once everything is fully developed if the traffic will hold up under scrutiny. So if you like this episode and want to see more like it, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave me a comment, good, bad, or indifferent. Your feedback is always welcome. So until next time, this has been Pinstar, signing out.